Matt Kramer, avoid the overload.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests, and anyone who's ever tried to learn something and got so excited about it. What if you could, as Susan said, what if you could learn anything you wanted to learn and become an expert at it just by reading a single book? Wouldn't that be great? Think about that. Maybe you tried to learn something new and you got so excited about it, you got all this information, all these resources that you can get your hands on, and you just went to town on it. Just try to get everything that you could, consume it as fast as you could. But maybe you weren't getting the progress that you wanted in the time that you wanted to get about it. So you kind of got overwhelmed, maybe a little frustrated. Maybe you gave up and kind of said, I don't want to learn that anyways. What I just described is exactly what I would do. Every single time, I'd just get so excited, just pound everything that I can, try to get every single idea that I can get, and just consume it as fast as I could. But always, I would just get overwhelmed and just set it aside. I'll get back to it later. Wasn't working out too well. But tonight, you're going to learn a couple of practical methods that you can use so the next time you learn something new, you can avoid my fate. The first idea I have for you is when you dive into something, or actually I'm going to bring back what I talked about, exactly what I did, my experience. This is the main thing, is I would get books, I would get CDs, audio, whatever I could get my hands on, articles, scour the internet, and I would just go for it, everything. Idea after idea, just anything. I would be getting sidetracked left and right, but I would just get everything that I could and just try to learn it as fast as I could. I wanted to be proficient. I don't like to take the time to get up to that. Maybe that's the instant gratification culture that we live in today. But that's what I was doing with that. So it was the equivalent to getting a handful of quarters and trying to stuff them into a piggy bank slot. Sure, one or two ideas stuck, but 99% of the other ones fell to the floor, just like the coins would. And there lies my tip for you guys. Only try to consume one or two ideas at a time. Once you get those down, build on those. Use those as your foundation and continue to learn at one or two ideas at a time. Just like you can only deposit one or two coins in the slot, only deposit one or two ideas in your brain slot. Now the second tip I have for you. As you know, if you've read books and seen experts in different areas, there's always at least one thing they have in common. And that's usually an acronym, maybe their own success system. And you know what? All that is great. That's fine. I love it, in fact. But the bad thing that I was doing is that as soon as I would come across them, being a beginner, I would automatically discount ideas that were maybe unfamiliar to me. I would do it subconsciously, but also consciously. I'd read and say, I'm not going to do that. I can maybe see myself doing that. Maybe partial this one. I could maybe do that one. I'm a beginner, and so I'm just throwing ideas under the bus before I had time to think about it, or even try them. It's absurd, wasn't it? It was like hiring a personal trainer because I wanted to get in shape. He comes, he says, look, you gotta work out, you gotta eat better, you gotta do this consistently. And I say, try to eat better on the weekends? Not working out. But I can do that consistently. Ludicrous. What was I thinking? And there's my tip for you, is to, when you're coming across new ideas, and when I finally admitted to myself that I was doing that, I was able to change my mindset. And again, here's my tip. When you go to these steps, have an open mind, a beginner's mindset, so to speak. So you don't throw them under the bus before you actually thought them through, or what would be better would be to put them into action to see if they work for you or not. Don't prejudge. We all have something that we want to learn. Whether it's a new instrument, sport, just whatever. And maybe we've tried to learn it and we've given up, or maybe we haven't had the time to do so. But we got to keep in the beginning a good change. This is a bonus tip for you. In the beginning, before you even begin, how about we make a change? And we say, this is going to take time. Understand that it's going to take time to learn something and get really good at it. It'll put us in a more relaxed state so we can absorb new ideas more freely, and we won't have the anxiety that I had, which was, I got to get everything. Am I forgetting something? Just all these ideas compacted in a short amount of time. It just doesn't work that way. You got to put in the time. So, but when you finally make that jump, make sure you only consume 1 or 2 ideas at a time. 1 or 2 coins into the piggy bank at a time. Don't discount new ideas. Have the open mindset so you can get everything, get the benefit of all those ideas. I challenge you to go out and do that thing, whatever it is for you. But instead of getting overwhelmed and eventually giving up, how about instead you enjoy the journey of learning? Toastmaster?